Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, which is entitled as Sannyasa Yoga. Sloka 72. Kaccid etac chrutaṁ pārtha tvayaikāgreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas dhanañ-jaya. Krishna knows Arjuna's present state of mind and his view. Still, out of compassion, Krishna wanted to make sure Arjuna heard whatever Krishna said, and he should not forget all that's been shared with him so far. He poses a question in this sloka as if wanting to know whether his teachings was successful. Pṛthā, O son of Kunti, etac, what I have said, tvaya, by you, etac cetasā, with one pointed mind, kaccid chrutaṁ, has been heard too. dhanañ-jaya, O conqueror of wealth, Arjuna, te, your, ajñāna-sammohaḥ, the illusion, the contrary knowledge arising from ignorance of the realities, kaccid praṇaṣṭas, has disappeared fully. Translation: O son of Pṛthā, O conqueror of wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? And are your ignorance and illusion now dispelled? This is the question Krishna asks to Arjuna to find out if Arjuna attentively heard everything and understood the subject. Krishna calls Arjuna dhanañ-jaya, conqueror of wealth. The meaning is that you can easily win the wealth of this world, but I'm not sure if you won the wealth of knowledge that I gave you in our conversation, whether you have retained that wealth of knowledge in your heart or just heard through one ear and let it go in the other ear. Krishna told to whom not to share this Gita in 67th sloka. Then in 68th sloka he told whom to tell Bhagavad Gita. And then in 69th, Krishna said that person who teaches, shares Bhagavad Gita with others are very dear to him. And how that person gets bhakti by instructing others were also mentioned. Then in 70th sloka, Krishna told how one gets bhakti by studying Gita with its proper text and meanings under a teacher. In 71st sloka, that is the previous sloka, Krishna said how one gets bhakti just by listening to Gita even without knowing the meanings of it. And Krishna says now, I have told all that you need to know in these 700 slokas. With your etac cetasā, with utmost concentration, did you hear or did you get distracted by things around you? Krishna knows Arjuna's condition very well, and that's why he's asking this question. In fact, we must understand and truly appreciate in what condition Arjuna was hearing Bhagavad Gita. He had only 7 akshohinis on his side, and on the Kaurava side there were 11 akshohinis. Each one on the Kauravas are great warriors: Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Ashwatthama, Karna. They are not ordinary fighters. They are Maharathis. Arjuna's Gandiva slipped off from his hand and was not knowing what to do. Tam tata kripaya vishtam ashrupurna kulekshanam. Arjuna, full of compassion, his mind depressed, his eyes full of tears, unable to figure out what needs to be done. In this condition, Arjuna was hearing Gita. Compared to Arjuna, we are pretty much well situated. We are not physically in the battlefield like him. We are not surrounded by the external enemies who are waiting with the weapons to kill us. Even though we are way better off than Arjuna, still we are so distracted, even while hearing to Bhagavad Gita. That is why Krishna very clearly says Bhagavad Gita cannot be heard casually. It is an Upanishad. One should not see or consider that just a sound of words and take it lightly. Rather, one must grasp each and every word that's spoken by Krishna. Etac cetasā, with utmost concentration. Arjuna, even in that situation where people are surrounded, ready to shoot arrows, he had all his time to give to Krishna to hear the message. It is unfortunate that many has no time, not even little time, to listen to what Krishna has to say. And they are trying to say that they are much busier than Arjuna and they have more problems than Arjuna. The truth is, we are nowhere compared to what Arjuna had to go through. The Pandavas were mentally tortured, sometimes physically too. They were humiliated by the Kauravas. Kauravas took everything off from them. They even insulted their wife. Keeping all this in his mind, Arjuna, who also had Krishna on his side, could have just finished Kauravas in a matter of few minutes. But out of his compassion, Kripa, he felt morose and did not want to fight. Katam bhishmamaham sankhe dronam cha madhusudana ishubhi pratyosyami pujarhav arisudana. O Madhusudana, Krishna, how can I counter-attack with arrows in battle? Men like Bhishma and Drona are worthy of my worship. Gurun hatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaikshyam apiha loke hatvartha kamamstu gurun ihaiva bunjiva vohan rudira pradigdhan. It would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of lives of great souls who are my teachers. But Krishna rejected all these reasonings. Krishna said, "You're trying to escape from this battle. Arjuna, if you wanted to show your compassion, you should have done that before coming into the battlefield. Or when you completed your 13 years of exile in the forest, you could have simply continued to live in the forest a renounced life. Now, you want to show compassion to these people? What type of compassion is this, Arjuna?" So Krishna, keeping all these conversations that they had initially, knowing what Arjuna went through mentally, Krishna now wanted to make sure that Arjuna did pay attention to all the instructions that he gave so far. Therefore Krishna asked, "Did you with one pointed mind hear all that I said?" We can consider as Krishna is asking the same question to us. If we have failed to pay attention, we missed to hear some, then we better go back and start over again, but this time attentively, with etac cetasā. O Arjuna, have you listened to what I said with one pointed mind? Then in the second half of the sloka, Krishna is asking, has your delusion arising from the ignorance of the realities been destroyed fully? Kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas dhanañ-jaya. Ajñāna-sammohaḥ. Arjuna was confused between what is dharma and what is adharma. He was in fact thinking dharma to be adharma, adharma to be dharma. And he was showing his sneha, his friendship, his compassion to wrong people. In other words, he showed compassion to one who doesn't deserve to be shown, and he was thinking that is right. all this contrary knowledge is due to ignorance, and because of that he refused to fight. That is because of delusion. We should know that in any subject matter, if one does not understand the actual truth of that subject as it is, the result will only be contrary knowledge, that is opposite to the real knowledge in the subject. Arjuna did not realize that Kshatriya must fight. It is his duty. Rather, he was thinking it is adharma. It is not his duty. Therefore, Krishna wanted to make sure by directly asking Arjuna, "Did I waste my time with you, Arjuna? Did you understand what I said? Did you hear at all? If you heard everything that I said, then you must know that you are not this body. You are Atma and you are residing in this body. Did you understand that there is Paramatma within you, and that is me? And I am the Supreme Lord of both sentient and non-sentient entities? Did you realize that you are confused between what is dharma and what is adharma? Did you at least now realize that you are showing your compassion to wrong person? Did you realize out of your contrary knowledge you refuse to fight? Did you hear the solutions that I provided you to get out of these problems? I am done here, Arjuna. I have told you everything that you need to know. But I just like to hear from you if this was useful for you or not. In response to Krishna's this question, Arjuna replies in the next sloka. And the purpose of Krishna speaking all this time up to this point is to get that sloka, sloka 73, out of Arjuna's mouth. Therefore Krishna put so much effort and he spoke so much, so Arjuna can say what he has to say in next verse. Let's see what Arjuna has to say for Krishna's question. Have you listened to what I said, Arjuna, with one pointed mind, and are your ignorance and illusion now dispelled? Kaccid etac chrutaṁ pārtha tvayaikāgreṇa cetasā kaccid ajñāna-sammohaḥ praṇaṣṭas dhanañ-jaya. Namaste. Hare Krishna.